showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Once again, it's Saturday, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for OnlySlabs. We can't have OnlySlabs without, of course, my brother who's freezing his nips off. How you doing there, Mr. the Comic Vet?
It's hell on earth. It's hell on earth. I
Well,
know
that
I
was
am.
nice and warm, though, right?
I know I'm out here promoting Canada and blah blah blah. Canadian writers, Canadian artists, Canadian actors and actresses. But this is the time of year where it sucks. I mean, like, it sucks. Like it sucks so much. I don't know why I do this to myself, but for all my American friends, when I win the lottery, not if, but when, I will be joining you. Probably in Arizona, where it's dry heat, and or Vegas, because the airport goes everywhere in the world.
I really love to introduce you to the Bay Area and our temperate weather. Never too hot, never too cold.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
We had our overnight lows, Chris, drop down to about 1 or 2 degrees Celsius during this cold spell. That's the overnight low.
Love for 1 or 2, like just above freezing. I would love that.
Matter of fact,
I miss that.
We do have some. For California, it's odd because there's so many people can see snow right now. It snowed in the Santa Cruz Mountains. We're down here, which is very low elevation. It's like it's enough that they had to close the road just because there was a light dusting of snow, and they don't have the equipment to clear the roads. So that's the world. That's the world we live in. The guys who are also on the West Coast, but a little further north, they're probably a little bit used to a little bit different. Our guests today, ladies and gentlemen, Comic Gains, Zach and Adam. How are you guys doing?
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, we're excited to be here.
We're happy to have you guys here.
Some OnlySlabs.
Although, Adam, we did think that you missed the memo on the hairstyle that we approve of on this show.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off.
Look, another guest with movie star quality hair. Look at the hair on the kid there. That man, it looks pretty good.
And you just gave this all done beautiful. There you go.
How's the weather where you guys are at?
It's nice today, but we've been in a cold snap. Yeah, we've been in a little bit of cold snap for us, like 30 degrees or so. It rains a lot here in Washington.
Just below zero for you, Chris.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fahrenheit. We gotta get the Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Yeah. 30 degrees. He's going, my God, you guys are like burning up.
30, you should be melting. Like, that's hot. No, all good.
Well, before we get too far into this, let's play Romper Room. What should we?
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, depending on the weather, they may or may not be having fun at play. But Les Crucius is here, and I know he's got no snow because he's coming to us allegedly
New Mexico.
From New Mexico. How you doing there, buddy? Freezing his nips off. Gene Malo, how you doing there? Chop and Drop, good day to you, sir. Mr. Kenneth Bird, happy to have you here in Virginia. I don't know how the weather's doing in Virginia. I imagine it's not super cold, but might be cool. Hulk Collector 82, thanks for coming on out there. Seth 11 pushing the henchman. Absolutely. We'll talk about the henchmen in a moment. See, Eli, thank you very much for coming on out. Appreciate you very much. Durs, I hope you're doing well in your isolation at home there. You got a bit of the vid, unfortunately, but it's still out there, folks. Over from the UK, our man Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension, just dropped another video.
Across the pond.
Yeah, just got done watching the video
YouTube,
with him.
Baby.
Love
Best
it.
name in YouTube.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Well, the whole shtick is great. I love it. So it's absolutely great, and I love, of course, my favorite is the interaction with him and Magic Badger's daughter. I think it's great to enjoy that time. His father, fathers all know it's great to have that time because it's only a matter. It's time is fleeting like that before you're embarrassing me.
Yep.
Let's see. We got Cat Fan Comics Man. Yes. Love my Only Slabs, and we love you too, man. Cat Fan Comics, man. I love his little bits he does with these little, collectible and a comic type stuff is great. You guys haven't checked, make sure you check him out. Trev, the shipping guru. Happy to have you. Blue Hellions Comics. Excellent. Brian also says, you know what was funny? I woke up early this morning enough for breakfast with Brian, but then completely spaced because I was dumbfounded by suddenly all of a sudden I had a bunch of sales on eBay and Shortbox.
That's a good thing, though.
It is, but I all of a sudden I felt like, oh man, my day is pretty scrambled in the afternoon. I got to go into the garage and pack stuff up and get stuff ready to ship because I had multiple sales all of a sudden after weeks of nothing. So I missed breakfast with Brian. I'll have to come back and check it later. PSN Green Hulkster, who dropped Chris, the comic vet over here, dropped a video just the other day, a massive AOK from PSN Green Hulkster. Thank you very much. Some great books.
Awesome dude. Awesome dude.
I love that signed book, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, that blew my mind. He blew my mind.
His triple signed book. Yeah, it's awesome, man. The king of all nerds, Taylor Winder here. Thank you very much. Check out TaylorWinder.com for the Taylor Winder collection. If you liked anything from Ant-Man and Quantumania, you probably like Don't Be a Dick. Well, he's got Don't Be a Dick shirts there. He's had them there before the movie came out. Long before Ant-Man. So, maybe some royalty fees are due to the T-dubs.
Yeah. Lawyer up, TW, lawyer up.
Chris is here. Well, that's good. I'm glad Chris is here. It's always good when Chris joins us. Our man, Justin Birch Letters. Hello to everybody. Getting ready. He's got a con coming up. Nick's Kicks and Comics. Hey, yo. Mad Spidey, Australia is in the house. We can go ahead and get started now. We have Australia. We have the UK. We have half the world watching just like that. 3 continents.
We get a lot of Australia too on our shows. A lot of Australia. They're good guys.
Well, what's nice is what happens is being West Coast, the hours that we would tend to try to do stuff is somewhat conducive to some of their hours. Not all, but some. It's pretty damn early right now. He likes it better when we do the evening stuff, but then of course our East Coast friends don't understand when we want to.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Stephen C, how you doing? It was real fun when I was trying to do an event, trying to schedule it so at a time that was Australia and Europe could participate for a big event. So when we had 1,000 subscribers, that was like, this is a small hour window where it's not unreasonable.
Everybody will be awake,
right? Except for the Middle East and Asia. Yeah. Sorry, guys. KBDM, how you doing? Good morning to you. I don't remember if I said Mr. Comics 89. If not, welcome to you, sir. El Green Machine. Been
Larry.
Good
old Larry.
He's down in Oregon, as I recall. Let's see who else we got here. Going through here. Anybody else not? Warlord.
Warlord.
How you doing? The real James Willie, not that fake James Willie that's been going around.
Canada.
Well, West Coast of Canada there with James Willie. I'm thinking collecting maybe Sector 2815, a multi-time appearance guest here on OnlySlabs. I'll actually be going up on his show on, I think it's March 15th. We'll be on Guess That Key. Are you going to?
Yes, I got him.
I didn't know. You didn't tell me.
He messages me. He's like, "So Rob's going to be on the show. I'd love to have the complete."
Okay, well, he didn't tell me that half, so you got that.
Yeah. Paul, Paul, that's on you, man. You got to spread the word.
I mean, yeah. See, you got to tell us a whole story, or else you only get half a promotion. See, I'm looking through, trying to scan fast because I know we're ticking on time. Comics with Murdoch. How you doing, sir? Yes, hope Saturday finds you safe and well. It's usually Chris's line, but I do like that. It doesn't seem like a right day without that. Good. Collectible Ink. Yes. Thanks for making a live show. Appreciate you for that. Let's see, we got that. We got Beth, the other half of the real James Willie. Yes. Happy to see the gainers here on the show. Thank you for coming out, Beth. Oh, here we go. Tom King is here.
That Tom King.
Yeah. Jim Siegler, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. Appreciate having you join us today. Ben Parker Comics, last week's guest.
Yeah.
Phenomenal guest. I mean, he came on and lowballed us, said, and pulled out a bunch of fire.
Yeah, he's like, I don't, my books aren't like last week, and then fire.
Exactly. My wife is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. I don't know what this Mighty Morphin slabbing time is. We go Mighty Morphine time here, honey. Let's see here. Joffrey Castro's here. How you doing?
Hey.
I'm thinking I'm scanning faster now. Oh my goodness gracious, this chat is alive. I love it. You guys are killing it out there.
We got a lot of the same friends. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well, it's these overlapping circles, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I love about this community. You have different people come on. People get exposed to different things, and they'll overlap and find new stuff. And that's exactly what we did when we were working the whole comics curing cancer thing. That last time was working with different channels, knowing that we all had things in common, but by working together, slowly expand out to reach more and more people.
Awesome.
I think Jason never could figure it out. Here you are. How you doing, buddy? As I'm scanning, but I think caught up. Oh, Gary B, the casual comic guy.
Gary.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone loves Gary.
I think that I've got everybody.
Everybody loves Gary. They just
If I missed anyone, I'm really sorry. It wasn't intended. Appreciate having you all out there. I want to before we get into this last couple pieces of comic book news or channel news we got to address. First of all, thank you guys, every single person who's been watching this channel, supporting the channel, hitting the like button and getting us out there. Because of you guys doing that, we've been and especially our channel members and the people giving the super chats and the thank yous, right? We were able to, in our first month, where the channel raised $156, and that's already been donated now to Comics Curing Cancer. Because as you guys know, 100% of this channel's revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer. That's the ads, the membership, the merch sales, the chat, super chats, etc. So thank you guys all. You are the true heroes fighting the true villain, Comics Curing Cancer, like Comics Tribe, etc. So let's real quick say thank you to those channel members: Dale of Suspense Comics, The Real James Willie, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews, Sector 2815, Comics by the Bay, Remy Q Studios, Circumstances, The Comic Vet, Gary B, The Casual Comic Guy, B Ramey, DJ Links, Beckerman, Flo Dameron, Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension, Comic Ozzy, Legion of Comics, Blue Hellion Comics, Digger Jim 720, PSN Green Hulkster, Collecting with Durs, The Comic Book G-Man, Tate Prime, Chris and Kelly from Retro Rocket Comics, Jack B, Actual Dracula, Stephen C, TM Nerdy, Cuppo Comics, Comic Journey, Six Face, Travis Vick, Nick's Kicks and Comics, The Comic Viking, Trev the Shipping Guru, Justin Birch Letters, Chaos in Comics. Oh, Justin Birch Letters is on here twice. He's twice a member, apparently. I need to edit this card. Burke Fam 54 Comics, Hoarder's Hide, Matt 268, Comics with Murdoch, NORAD 82, Austin LeMay, Comic Book Man Andy, Marty Aleko, Gene Malo, Ben Parker Comics, Taylor Winder, Cole's Comics Comic Gains Claims. Blech, I got Comic Gains on the head. Jimmy Licari, Mad Spidey, Switch Comics, Joe M, and Eli Gunther. Get through that many, it was only bound I was going to trip over at least one name. It was bound.
You did pretty good, though. You did good.
Yeah.
I just want to recognize Dr. Von Hoot just gifted a membership out there, and KBDM was the beneficiary. So thank you, DVH, and congratulations, KBDM.
Yep.
Welcome to the Henchmen.
Yes, the henchmen are in the house. Super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Going straight to the Comics Curing Cancer means we got to go ahead and drop one of their super chats here. All right, so thank you guys all for that. And of course, you can always also, there's other ways you guys can help out as well. You can go visit thefatstacksmerch.com. all the merchandise there, the Rob Fast X merch and the OnlySlabs merch goes to Comics Curing Cancer, including there's a new henchman shirt, henchman on the front with the Comics Curing Cancer on the back. And of course, if you're looking for books to be pressed, you can visit theroguetraderutah.com. Use the code FATSTACKS at checkout to get 20% off your pressing, including the already discounted bundles. And when you do that, $10 is donated to Comics Curing Cancer. All right. Having said all that, I think it's time that we get into some books. We got another super chat.
Here we go.
Mama Hellion, cancer survivor, body slam cancer. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's get a little visit from Comics by the Bay.
An adult movie.
Tape was very entertaining.
Nice.
All right. Tony's Diecast Customs, thank you for coming on. Welcome just in time. We're just about to get started. It's now time to get official. I'm going to throw up that banner. Make sure you follow our guests, guys, today on IG at Comic Gains and YouTube at Comic Gains 8451. All right. Gainers, Zach, Adam, welcome to the show once again. Happy to have you here. Who's going to start off with the first book to break you guys in?
You want me to do it? You want to break it off? All right, guys. So if you guys aren't familiar with us, we are 2 of the 3 Comic Gainers. Princess has a show later tonight on Whatnot, so she's got a lot of stuff to get, that goes into get ready for that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we are sharing some slabs today, and thank you for letting us come on the show and kick it with you guys. This is exciting. But you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So
he's trying to get me the
cool thing about because Zach and I kind of partners in collecting too as well. Right. We have our own personal collections, and then we also have a collection together.
That was my mistake. I forgot. I went right into comics. I forgot. Tell us about you guys. How'd you guys come together? What's the meaning behind Comic Gains?
No worries.
It's mostly people know there. Oh,
so you're not.
Before you get going though, we do have to say thank you again, Gary, Paul, Speed. Thank you, Chris. Rob got cold hands. CGC coming. Thank you guys. Love artwork. Super chat. Thank you very much. We do have another one. Here we go, guys.
Well.
That's enough of the dancing men today. Sorry.
Zach was gonna have to do it next. He'll just do it for you.
All right. Sorry.
So I guess a little backstory. I used to collect way long ago, kind of like everybody did, back in the 90s. You get like some Spider-Man books, or like parents would take me to Costco and you get like the big stack Costco pack, with the Superman comics and stuff. And I collected a bunch for years, and really into like the cartoons and the comic cards and stuff like that, and kind of fell off the comic wagon, I suppose. But I always kept my long boxes of comics with me everywhere I went. Wherever I moved, I took them with me, but I didn't really buy very many new books. And then Zach and I became friends, and he kind of when we moved in together, he's been collecting for a long time. I won't get into his story too much, but he stayed heavy into comics for like more than a decade, and brought out his stuff and showed it to me. And I was like, well, I have my stuff, I'll show it to you. And turned out my stuff was all crap from the 90s, but 90s good, but he had some really nice stuff. And it got me, feeling with COVID happening in 2019, I got really, really heavy back into comics, and just, kind of hit the ground running, and it's been going ever since then. That Spider-Man booth actually surprisingly got us back into it, getting into their boxes, the Superior boxes, the mystery boxes. And it really got me back into it, kind of learning what I wanted to collect and how I felt with it. But I'll give Zach a little bit his backstory, I guess.
Yeah, I've been collecting probably since early 2000s, off and on kind of thing, but pretty constant. I decided after a certain amount of time when I started getting some more money, and actually buy some more expensive books, and that was like probably 08, 09. So I started going more of the heavier collecting side, investing, collecting, and all of that. And yeah, it's just been great ever since then. Sometimes I go a little too heavy, sometimes I go a little too light. I I have made some regrettable choices, but I still got a comic out of it, and I can't be too mad about that. Yeah,
I think we've all got some of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, and then kind of took off. We started the channel. Kind of almost started the channel before like I got heavy into collecting. Just kind of went along with it. It's almost like a journey, just kind of like getting these books together. And like you said a little bit before, we have like our own personal collections, and then we do have a collection together too. Like most of all the mystery boxes that we open are stuff that we bought together, and we kind of share those books. And the nice thing is we're very different collectors. Like
Right.
I'm really into the movies, and I like books that like kind of represent. I love Spider-Man a lot and Miles and all that stuff. Into the Spider-Verse is one of the movies I saw that like kind of blew my mind, and I was like, okay, I need to get back into collecting. And then Zach loves rare things, lady books, sign books, sketch covers, which is things that I'm not really that into. I'll respect it. It's just different stuff, which is nice because when we get things, it's like
Old good girl art and stuff. Or...
Yeah, he really wants something, he takes it, and I really want something, I take it. So it's kind of nice to trade things.
Sorry, I would say that's the one thing I could as I mentioned to these guys backstage. I've been watching their channel from its infancy, and so one thing I can say that they're obviously when they have their individual collections, it's quite different from each other, including Princess, who enjoys I think more beautiful covers than what I can imagine. Some of the stuff that she shows, she has an incredible collection as well. But that's one thing I really enjoyed about your channels, that the three of you combined has quite an eclectic taste, but it's all very similar, and no one says anything negative about anyone's collection, and that's why I enjoy your channel still to this day. So guys, I'm really excited to have you guys here, but let's go. We've had the people here for almost 23 minutes. Let's go.
All right. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Kick it off. I'll do the first slab. So I try to pick out things that are like have a little bit of a story behind them as well, not just like, hey, here's a really cool book. But you know how it goes a little bit. But first off, everyone's seen this a lot. But I got to pull this out.
Surprisingly, I don't think that book's been on as often as you'd think it has.
It's top 10, but you would be surprised that there is a certain ASM book that gets shown quite often, but it's not 300. 300 is a little bit more tougher to get, believe it or not.
Yeah. So I got my ASM 300 9.2. The reason this book is special to me, obviously, I'm a big Spider-Man fan above anything else. It's like my overall thing that I like to collect. And first appearance of Venom. So when we were getting into it, this is probably the first large book I've owned in my collection. So we got back into it, and I told Zach, like, really interested in getting this book. Let's see if we can figure out a way to get it. We were able to pick it up raw and get it slabbed. So we sent this in to get pressed and clean, and it came back at 9.2, which I'm perfectly happy with.
Awesome.
And it stays in the PC, and it's just exciting to me because this is probably, like I said, this is the first book I've owned that had significant value as well as like personal connection to it as well. So that's kind of why showing that one off. I love this book. It's not going anywhere.
It's definitely a major key book that's
it's
never
book
going
to
anywhere.
most Spider-Man
Great
artists
artist.
too.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a shift into basically you can take like the old Spider-Man stories and the kind of the new Spider-Man stories really kind of are there with McFarlane's coming in and that whole the introduction of Venom and all that stuff. So
McFarlane did a lot right then. Changed the look of MJ, her hairstyle, Peter's hairstyle, the way they dressed. He literally hold those characters into the generation that it was currently at the time. So but again, special book, man. So
really awesome. really cool. And it's fun that it has a lot of value in like all grades too. You know what I mean? Like even though it's kind of more of a modern book, like you can still get like a 7.0.
It's like I think it's either it keeps going back and forth between the most graded book or it's always within that top 3 of the most graded books, right? Yet
definitely
it's not like there's a shortage of them out there at all, but it's still just it's so desirable because of its significance.
Definitely. Cool. Are you up?
Yeah, I'll go. So back to a little bit to the Superior box. I didn't actually get this in the Superior box, but I bought it from someone that did. This is original art by.
You gotta get it. Yeah, we don't have Princess to show the book.
That's right.
Yeah, this is an original J. Scott Campbell sketch, and Franchise Kicks was the one that I believe won this, and I actually messaged him and everything. Hey, I hear you're looking to sell it, and he gave me a phenomenal deal and everything. Yeah, but yeah, this was in the Superior box. This is one of the big grails.
I would not have thought that was a J. Scott Campbell.
I know, right?
Because the nose isn't turned up.
You also can't see her waist, but I got to admit, guys, that's the first time we've had an original piece by JSC on this channel, and awesome.
Yeah, I always wanted one piece by J. Scott Campbell, and by the point I decided I wanted it, everything was so expensive, and every time I met him on a show, he's like, "I don't do sketches at all." I was like, "What?"
And it's in color too.
And it's in color. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I was pretty happy, and I got to talk to one of the people that helped us get in. Well, not helped us, but made us decide to get into the YouTube aspect of comic book collecting or the comic book community. And because we saw him do it, and he was doing other stuff comic book related and shoes, and he did a lot of stuff, and we got really excited about it, so we wanted to start doing it. And to be able to buy it from him and get original art at the same time got me really excited. It was like really cool.
Yeah, of the three of us, that's the big collector of original art pieces. So he's got a lot of original covers and interior splashes and whatnot.
Yeah, half splashes, full splashes, panels, double pages. It's
wow. Yeah, I've been trying. I've been purposely staying away from the pages and stuff. Just
me
because
too. I don't do any of that.
It doesn't fit within my realm. But I have definitely lately found myself more and more going down the sketch cover realm when I go to. Every time I go to a con, trying to find at least one artist that I want to get a sketch cover from, whether it's a mainstream artist or whether it's an up and coming artist or something, and getting something done has been a kind of a new thing that I've been focusing on.
Zach, before you put that down, like he mentioned, I know as well that JSC doesn't do sketches anymore. What's the date for that particular sketch then? Because I know he hasn't been doing it for quite a while, like at least 5 years he has been sketching for cons.
So this was 2013, April 13th.
10 years ago. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he does do some like personal stuff every once in a while, and I think I got paid.
Yeah.
I heard that he started doing it now again, but I haven't confirmed that. Next time I see him at a show, I'm going to ask him, maybe twist him arm a little bit. Hey, give me a sketch
for the right price. For the price, I think
eyelids or something.
Because even Jim Lee does them, but
it's like, ooh, that's so expensive.
That'd be a cool one to get, Jim Lee.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
That's another one on my list.
Awesome.
Right. Okay,
fire out of the bat.
Here. What you got? All right, this one's
Gene
also special. It goes right along well with the last one. Obviously, you guys know me. There you go. You got first target. 361. This one's special to me, extra special, because actually I got this raw from this guy here. So like another one right off the bat, right when I was getting back into heavy collecting, he gifted this one to me for, I think, birthday, right?
Yeah,
for my birthday. And he actually got these both signed by Bagley and Emberlin.
Nice.
So, and then we recently had sent this into CBCS to get verified. It took like over a year for verification, but I got it back, and I love the book. It's just PC book it's my only copy of First Carnage. So
it's actually not been the verification that's been the problem. It's just their whole. When they were getting ready for the move, they just tabled everything.
They're slow now, really slow.
Oh, I know. Everything's been at least a year, unless you're paying for their fast service, and they've raised the price on that so much that it's just not, unless it's a big money book, you're just like, Fine, I'll see it
Yeah,
next year.
we recently sent in a lot, like a year ago, that we didn't even get pressed by them, just straight slabbed, and we still haven't gotten it back. And it was like,
Yeah.
I thought maybe we'd send it, we'd get it in a couple months or something, and I was, without having to press it.
When
crazy.
CGC had rolled out their pricing hikes and people started moving, you started to have some of that migration over to CBCS of people going that route. I had started sending one shipment a month, thinking that I would then start to get that roll, so you'd have that content coming in. It just sat and sat and sat, and like was in October when we were doing Comics Curing Cancer, it happened to be all of a sudden they finished their move, because what they had basically done, my assumption is, they palletized everything, put it someplace for the move, and then they started breaking into the stuff. And after 10 months, all of a sudden I had like 10 submissions sent to me all at once. And now I still have stuff that's been there now coming up on month 11 on some of that stuff. And I'm done with them. But between that time and they've done more price hikes, unless it's verification, like you're saying.
Yeah.
I just, unfortunately, I'm going like, well, I guess not right now.
CGC's fast right now too. They're like, we're getting books back in like a month from CGC.
I'm getting stuff back. Modern stuff I'm seeing come back in seven days. It's ridiculous. And now they've even got their pressing now. They're advertising their pressing is only 15-day turnaround time now.
Wow.
So we just started pressing our own stuff a little bit. So
yeah,
scary,
but the notion that one company you can send it in, get pressed and graded in less than a month without paying for fast track, versus another, it's going to take you 10 to a year and a half. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Not that, of course, the man who presses my fat stacks, Rogue Trader, Utah.com.
There you go.
I'm curious though. Have you guys? I don't know if you guys have seen. I haven't seen one myself. To get sidetracked, has anybody here seen one of their supposed new magazine slabs yet?
No, we just got some back recently, and they were still the old slab within.
I meant CBCS. I'm sorry.
Oh, CBCS. No.
Oh, they started doing that now?
Supposedly, like about 6 months
ago. They're nice though. Their slabs are nice. Their slabs are really nice.
Yeah, I've not seen anybody do a review on one yet, but who knows?
Well, we could try it. Might take a year to get it back though.
Right? I mean, that's the problem.
Like a year to get anything magazine back. It's crazy. Even to get reslapped.
Yeah.
It takes
and they're not good slabs. The CGC ones aren't good slabs.
Oh no, they're awful. And that's the problem. I have some golden age books that don't fit in the standard case, and so you end up having to go into a magazine, and then it just sucks.
Yeah.
Anywho, sorry.
It's all right.
I took my own show off the rails, just like a train going through Ohio.
Oh, too soon, man. Too soon.
Well, since we're talking about CBCS, this is my Grail of Grails, and it comes with a pretty nice story too. I got my X-Men #1.
Yeah!
Crushing it. Yeah, I've always wanted this book. I love the X-Men. I love how there's so many people. There's Coco. Oh, she's saying something.
Remy got her excited. Okay.
You're ruining the show, Coco. And apparently, somehow it's off-white to white pages. This is no like when they gave this a 2.0. You can see it. They were being very generous.
Well,
so
you say that, but what I've really kind of learned is on a 2.0. The difference between when you get to a 2.0 and down below is the question: is it all there? Is the spine split, or is it detached from a staple? I think if you have like the spines intact and it's attached to the staple, there's an awful lot that makes a 2.0. It's like when you start splitting that spine or
missing pieces too. That's the big thing. If they're missing pieces on the cover,
Yeah, we're missing a piece of the. Then you start dropping
marble chipping.
But that's awesome, man. That's okay. This is one of those we got to check. So let's see here. X-Men #1.
The time.
Let's take a look here. Hey, Chris, you want to speculate? What do you think a 2.0 X-Men #1 is going to run these days?
Oh, value. Okay.
And we'll specify
$3,500?
this particular one, not the Jim Lee
Am I south of it? 3,500.
Oh, I'm just bringing it up right now. All right, we said in a 2.0. You are far under if you said 3,500.
Oh, well, I apologize, gamers.
Change.
So we have a recent transaction from February 1st of this year and a 2.0 vis-a-vis the various tracking ones that are tracked of $5,050.
Okay. Oh,
50-50.
Yeah, so over $5,000. We're looking at let me go down to 2.0. Is that how is that on the trend wise? That is actually on the downward trend. Because it was it looks like the high, it was up, Chris, just 2 years ago.
Like
it was just under 10 at 9,800. Yeah,
Goodness, right in the middle of the bubble. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So it's lost 50%, but still,
nothing counts in 2021 though.
Still,
we're finding that one out quickly.
Yeah,
that's still a big book. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we got my wife, of course, saying it's too bad it's not 5150.
Yeah, I understood that reference.
That's a big deal to her. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a
book.
book.
Real quick about this book. So
Yeah,
I went to con and I saw this really cool enclosed, framework. It literally framed all over the outside, and it's kind of like a dungeon walk-in at a con. It was crazy cool, and it showed like pictures of like them, like let's say Captain America 1. It shows a big picture of Captain America, maybe first appearance of Bucky or somebody in there, and with a signature of that. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Walk in, and there's dudes sitting in the corner just minding his own business, but he had like a wall of really great stuff. It was like kind of hidden. And I'm like looking around, start talking to him, really cool dude. And I see to the left of me, I see this raw, just in a bag where he wanted like 1,600 for that. And I was talking to other people earlier, and they wanted for a worse copy, like the best they could do was 1,500. So I'm like, okay. I was like, I can't pay 1,500 for it.
You got this a long time ago too.
Yeah, wow,
quite a long time ago.
This was a while ago. And I started talking to the dude for, I don't know, it was like 40 minutes, and we got in a good rapport and everything. And finally I make the big ask. I was like, hey, I can't afford 1,500. Would you take 1,000 for it? So that's a pretty big price reduction. And dude was looking at me, he's like, you know what? I like you. I'll do 1,000. I was so blown. Yeah, I was like,
didn't even come back at the half C's.
No, I must have impressed him somehow. But I wanted this book so much. It's like I've been looking for this book for the right price for probably over 3 years, and the book was always getting hotter and hotter. So then immediately I said, I want to protect this. I want to get it graded, and I couldn't find CGC, so I went to CBCS. And I was like, hey, what do you think about pressing this book? It looks at me like, this book will disintegrate if you press it. It's such really fine paper at this point. So it's very brittle. If you do that, it'll just fall apart. I would just say get it pressed or get it graded just like this. So I did, took their advice. So everything in cost me $1,100, and immediately the next year it doubled the price. I'm like, okay. Good investment so far. And the book I'll probably never sell unless I get a better copy. And even then, I don't even do that.
Awesome. That's
get them stacked up.
Serious gains.
And that is true. Some of these books, not every book is a presser before you get it graded. I mean, I just did that with my ASM 15, my Craven that I picked up. It's just not. It's just so delicate that there's just slab it as is, and pressing wasn't going to do anything hardly for it anyways, because it had so much color breaking stuff all over it. So all right, we got
all right. Speaking of, this one's kind of funny. I picked some cool stories. So we've got Avengers 43.
Ooh, yes.
Red Guardian 3.0. So this is a cool book. I really love the Black Widow, and Red Guardian was fantastic in the TV show. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the movie, so I tend to collect books that remind me of like the movies that I love and the characters. So and I was very proud of you. Killed so many people.
Killed so many.
And
But-
his floating heads.
Yeah, floating heads. You know,
Yes.
goodness there. This one was an interesting story. Like we picked this up at a comic shop locally, like real close to the border, Canadian border, Bellingham. That's where in Washington, and the staples were the covers completely detached on this book. And we wanted to see what would happen if we sent it in, and I wanted to know like what grade it would get if the cover's completely detached. So it's got like big stains on it too, like in the back. But no, the CGC slabbed it and they put 3.0 and they didn't label anything. So it doesn't say anything about the cover not being detached, and you can see like the staple. I mean, you can't see the staples at all.
Yeah,
like on there, they're completely underneath the cover, and it looks great. And I mean, for a 3.0, it looks great in the slab.
Really
So that was slabbed on a Monday morning before the coffee was properly finished, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't sell it. So it's just kind of a thing. But you know, they make mistakes, and I guess it happens. So a little bit cooler than I don't know. What does the cover detached normally get you? Like a 1.5?
No. I mean, it could be. I mean, it could be.
I've got a first lizard, ASM first lizard with the cover detached. This is a 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's in around that.
I think
that
the 3
area.
is the
But
high
yeah,
end.
that book presents so well, Adam. Though it looks terrific.
Yeah.
Does it
Very
at
bright.
least say cover detached in the grader's notes?
And I didn't look. I don't think I looked at that. So, but
I hope it does.
Yeah.
All right.
I know, I felt bad, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just funny. I thought it was. We wanted to see what would happen. That's
It's
kind of
probably
like
one
that.
of those books that probably is 3.0 with no grader's notes. Thanks a lot, CGC.
Yeah.
Originally they made a green label. Like when they first started, like anything like that, green label. And with one exception, if you specifically ask, let's say if it looks like a 9.0 cover detached,
Right.
they'll say instead of green label, we'll put out a 5.0 or something like that. Massive grade reduction.
Yeah.
But it's not a green label. It's one of the labels of death. That and purple label.
Yeah.
Now, purple depending upon the age
Yeah.
of the book.
Yeah. True. Yeah. If you go
golden.
I'll take a purple Amazing Fancy 15 all day long.
All right.
Yes.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
early
The
Silver
actual
Age,
Yeah.
and back
Always.
further, I don't have a problem with purple labels whatsoever, especially the bigger the key book.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say if it's coverless and they recreate the cover and it says restored, it's like, nah, I want at least somewhat.
Yeah, I'll take a married cover, but not the photocopy covers.
Yeah. Those are kind of weird when you got.
Yeah.
All right. What you got, Zach? You showing me? He's gonna try and show me up. I think.
Yeah, nothing crazy here.
He's like they said, don't pick just expensive, but you gotta take out
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
There's no wrapper.
We now know the tattoos are in that one.
Yeah, yeah, so we got here ASM 238 newsstand edition 9.8.
Another.
When I bought it was I usually don't take advice from one of my other friends about comics, but he made it so much sense, because not really smart guy, but 9 out of 10 he's wrong. But when he said about this one, it's like, Zach, $600 for this 9.8 newsstand. I think it's a steal. So I decided, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. And of course, just a couple of years later, one sold for $5,000. I'm like, what the heck?
Right.
Yeah, I can't. I'm always blown away by that book every time. It's like, oh wow, that's
The Hobgoblin has a lot of respect as one of the premier Rogue Gallery members of ASM.
Yeah.
Now I actually won a low grade copy through a Torpedo Comics mystery box. And I was so excited, and I opened it up. Something was missing.
No tattoos.
So no tattoos. So I'm like,
Ooh.
well, I guess this is just a reader copy because I'm not getting that green label. I'm never gonna send it in. But
it's still cool. Though. It's still cool.
Yeah,
sure.
but yeah, that's a 9.8 newsstand. That is just phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
I can't sell it anytime soon. Like, I wouldn't be able to find another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run you just under 2K right now.
Oh wow, it dropped that much.
Yeah, last
man.
February 19th, 1875.
For a newsstand?
2021.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. That's a direct. Hold on.
Right.
Ooh.
Probably double. Probably still go like 4.
No recent sales
Ah,
log. So
that right.
the last one was in 2020. We won't even look at that. So
Wow.
I'll take 10 grand for it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next up on the list, I got the Ultimate Spider-Man #1, second appearance of Miles Morales, 8.5. This is also was a birthday gift, I think. Yeah, both Princess and Zach pooled their money together to pick this up for me raw at a con, and then just want to get a slab to protect it. You guys know, like these covers are super glossy and they get a lot of spine ticks really easy. So just want to make sure to protect it. But huge Miles fan, you have to have this book. So almost got a full run of this series in raw copies too. So
yeah, I've finally come around and been going back and backfilling my Miles run while you still can before they get ridiculous on there. And
they're hard to find. You go to a comic shop and you go to look for Miles, there's nothing. Like nobody has anything in the back.
It's a lot of the most recent stuff. Some of the some of the cons I've been going to where I'll find some, but then there's a few and people just it's like, this isn't UF4, buddy. I'm not paying that kind of prices for this book. It
finally got a lot much more affordable than it was. It was really expensive for a while.
Well, even I'm not even talking about that book. I'm talking about like people want issues 3, 5, whatever. And they go, you want hundreds of dollars for a raw? I mean, come on. And I can see spine ticks all up and down it. Yep. Come on, this is a $20 book.
Crazy.
Some people just love their books. What can we say?
Yeah, that's true. Yep, that is true.
Awesome. Yeah, Miles.
I also say this was a Christmas present from the princess. It was raw at the time. They got taking all #3. Yeah, it's really cool. I got this raw. I was like, okay, I'm gonna send that. She was so mad that it got 9 point. I should have kept that. Yeah, you should have.
Is that 94?
1995.
That's a good cover.
Okay.
Great cover.
Yeah, it's a great freaking cover.
That's how she looked in the movie too. When she put on the costume.
That smile of death. That is just awesome.
I love that cover. Man, I need to also get a newsstand version of it too.
Oh, that'd be a challenge in the mid-90s. That was.
Primrose goes way down. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The 90s did have some nice books though.
No, I'm just saying the newsstands are much reduced there mid-90s.
Yeah.
There you guys. 90s rule though, the origin of shiny covers. That's why I believe strongly that it should be called the foil age.
We've been talking about that. When are they going to give the next age?
Right,
like
because we have all these metals, right? So it only makes sense if you went from gold to silver to bronze to copper. Let's go foil. Why not, right?
Aluminum foil. No, I'm just
I don't care if it's tin foil, aluminum foil, whatever. We just call it foil, but we can stay in that. I know there's lots of different names people float about. But it stays with our theme, if nothing else. But thank you there very much, PSA Green Holster, for the super chat. We'll very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right.
Okay. I think I'm next. And this might be one of the lowest graded copies on the census, but it's exciting to me. So I got Ultimate Fallout 4, first print in a 6.0. This is my only copy. First Miles. You like I said, huge Miles fan. Just a cool book. A friend of ours got this at a half price books in the dollar bin. No joke. That's where see the sticker pull with half price book sticker was on there.
Oh my god.
Yep. And like the movie came out, like I said, I got really excited about it, and Zach was like, well, see if I can get you a copy of Ultimate Fallout 4. You traded a guy with the what if #1,
105,
or what if 105? Oh, what if 105 in a newsstand for this straight up raw, and then we ended up getting. I just figured I'll get it graded. I wanted to see what kind of grade it would get with that, with the sticker on there. But
dollar bin fire. That's right.
Yeah. But it's crazy. It's just fun, fun book, exciting. So it's my only copy.
Well, and it being really the kind of the quintessential of modern, the really modern keys, right? It is probably the most recent blue chip.
Yeah,
look, if you want to go that route, and for that, if you can for a dollar turn that into a 6.0, which I'm not even going to look it up, but it's a couple. You figure that's at least $100 or so, probably as a 6.0. That's doing pretty damn good. You've at least covered your cost of grading.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you have it.
You have one.
That's right.
That's how I like to say that I like have the book. I don't care what the grade is there,
That's right. Oh yeah, I got one of those. Absolutely.
Yeah. I got one. Yeah, I got one of them.
Awesome.
You don't need to know about the details.
The one thing that we can say about Miles, outside of the film, Across the Spider-Verse, so Miles is still a relatively brand new character if you want to look at Marvel Comics as a whole. But since he's been getting his own titles, and I believe he's on volume 3 or volume 4 at this point now, it's always been excellent writers assigned to Miles.
Yeah.
Like so much. Well, I'm one to say, but over the last 5 years, Miles has definitely outshined Peter when it comes to storytelling across each one of their comic books, especially ASM. ASM's really taken a nosedive in the last few volumes. But Miles, again, the Spider Empire, just fantastic storytelling, and I'm glad that Marvel hasn't wasted him, and that he's just not a flash in the pan. Like he's turning into Spider-Man for this brand new generation.
Definitely, yeah. His original stories, Brian Michael Bendis, killed it. I mean, those. I've reread most of the Ultimate Universe comics, even the original Peter, and it's some of the best stories. It's so much better than what was going on in the regular Marvel comics. The Ultimate Universe is where it is, I think.
That Green Goblin
rumor was the Ultimate Universe may be coming back.
Yeah, Hickman I think is going to bring it back. And, I'm excited for that. There'll be Miles and I think Reed Richards, I believe they're going to do, which I like that whole aspect where he turned evil and just kind of a jerk, which is really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. Maybe interesting. All right, cool.
What you got, Zach? What you got?
So I think this is one of my first ever Remark covers, and this book wasn't anything crazy up until recently, and one of the signatures on there is someone really special. We got here Captain America number, I think it's 10.
Annual. Yeah.
Captain America annual number 8. I think it's the first battle. Let's see. I haven't looked at it in a while. It says Wolverine Pairs, but I think it's one of those classic Wolverine Captain America battle covers.
Ooh, that's one hell of a remark.
Yeah. With I think that's Mike Zeck.
Yep.
Mike Zeck did the remark on there. Jim Shooter, and then Joe Simon. If you guys know who that is.
Yep.
Some people don't know because they think about the other guy, but yeah, this is one of the guys that originally created the first Captain America, along with someone else. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I like Joe Simon, and he passed away. I think pretty close to when he actually did the signature. So this is my one of only 2 Joe Simon signatures.
So who's all on there? All the signatures that are on there?
So we got here Michael Zeck does the sign and sketch, and then Jim Shooter did another signature, and then Joe Simon did a signature too. So triple sign.
Oh, okay. I thought for a moment there, I thought I saw a 4th signature, but
well, I did sign it too. That was when I was really a newbie and didn't know that was a bad idea.
This is my book.
It's there's one there. That's Mike Zeck Mike Zeck for some reason signed it down here, but then the remark here.
Oh, okay. The one signature at the bottom just kind of, I thought maybe it changes style, so it looks like it was 2 different signatures at first.
Yeah, kind of straight.
It's very straight up and down, then all of a sudden slidey. Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck's going on? I don't know what they're thinking, but I love this. I've had it probably since a month after. So 2011 is when they got done with this.
That's awesome.
The last signature on here. So I probably bought it pretty soon after that. And then Joe Simon passed away somewhere pretty close to after that.
That is like comics. That is a dope remark. Very good.
Phenomenal.
I've never seen another one like this. So I'm like, okay, I'm never selling this. Unless someone else give me a lot of money.
GC book. All right. Okay. Here we go. Yes, we'll show this. This is a funny book, man. So we got number 1 and a 9.8, but this is probably the worst looking 9.8 on the history of the planet. If you guys could see that in there, where his crotch is, that's like a hole.
There's a
hole in his crotch.
Yeah.
And he 9.8'd that?
Yeah, it's like,
No way.
yeah, this is like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. We got this graded ourselves, and it came back, and it was.
Oh, it's like we can't.
You can't ever sell this. You can't sell it because it's just,
Because it's not
otherwise
a
you have to
9.8.
get a
It's just
reslab.
somebody
So
was high.
yeah, so we could. So
on a Monday.
we decided I'll take it and I'll keep it in my collection, and I'll have a Nova 9.8 on the back wall, but it's never gonna leave this household to anybody else.
Right. Is it like a pin? Is it to go all the way through the book or just in the cover?
No, I mean there's if you guys, I don't know if you
We
can
can't
see it
really
on
see it. Well,
let me see. It's not like whole, but like there's
we're
like
seeing his face right now, but yeah.
oh
Okay.
sorry, there you go. Let me see.
Okay.
It's like
Yep.
kind of like some tears.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not a 9.8. Not but if it was a true 9.8, it'd be a really expensive book.
I
was-
try to be
was
optimistic.
Yeah.
Like it's not that bad. But look, it's pretty bad. It was. Yeah.
I was-
this-
I
Why
was
did you
kinda
show me that? I'm like, well, it gotta be.
I'm curious when people talk about the holes because like I have an ASM 41 that is a like a 4.0, but it's like when you if you hold it up to the light, there's like 3 pinholes through the middle of the book that go all the way through. You can't see it unless you hold it up and backlight it, and then all of a sudden you see the light just coming right through the middle of the book.
That's it. That's like when they used to like do the 3-hole punch and stick them in the binder.
Well, this is literally like it's like somebody shot a needle, like either
like a pinhole.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
They put on the wall.
like they either pinned it up, like just pinned it to a bulletin board in the middle of the book to hold it up or something. I don't know, but it's really bizarre.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, Becker would buy it because everybody loves Dick Ryder,
Very cool.
Good name. Good name.
especially the ladies.
Whoa, yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
So this is more of a recent pickup. I actually bought this in a 50-cent bin at Mill Geek, like Comic Tom, Russ kind of thing. And I was like, this is no way getting a 9.8. But I thought the cover was so cool. Somehow got a 9.9.
Oh my.
Yeah. And it's the only one on the census. Only 9.9.
It's got Campbell Ashcan.
I've never seen this. I saw it like, okay, this is pretty cool. I'll put it in my collection. I almost gave this one to the princess, and then like, I'm gonna get it graded myself. And then it came back 9.9. I was like, oh, how? In the video I was like, this is maybe a 9.4 at best, and then it comes out at 9.9. It's like, I'm full of crap.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 9.9. Anyways, yeah, beautiful cover. It's like she can tattoo the Hello Kitty on there. I fell in love with this cover. Yeah.
Ladybug.
Cool. This is the first time I ever saw this. Yeah, well, I love that.
Is that a Campbell cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next up, let's see. I got here. Ooh, this is
cool.
We got Iron Man #1 in a 3.5.
Big premiere
That's
issue.
cool. We actually got this in a torpedo box, so we actually won. You said you got a book from Torpedo. This was one of the grails in the torpedo box.
Yeah.
So you can win. It does happen. Most people don't, but you can win. You won 3 times.
4 times.
4?
Yeah,
4
I did
times.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 GPs and 2 minor ones, but yeah,
Wow.
4 times.
You and Wink, man. Wink won a bunch of those too.
Oh, yeah, Wink's the man though, man. Like when he wins, he wins huge.
Yeah. But really cool book, and I think actually with the story with this one is we got this one came slabbed, obviously thing, and you have to let me know what you guys think. I traded Zach for Sinestro in a 3-0.
3-0, yeah.
3-0 for this. So we traded straight across for Green Lantern for Sinestro for Iron Man. Iron Man 1. It seemed like a pretty fair trade.
That was another
That's
fun
a
trade.
tough call because Green Lantern fans are really hardcore. Like people that enjoy Green Lantern buy all the geese. So
they're hard to find to begin with.
call.
But then when you do find them, they're hardcore.
Yeah.
Very true. And all the covers are amazing. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, here's some original art, and
of course,
original art in a slab because it's only slabs, guys. Only slabs.
Only slabs.
Put away that raw book.
We got Secret Wars #1, signed and sketched by Al Milgrom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fabulous.
I just realized
He's really nice too. We got
Tommy
to
back
meet
there.
him
What the heck?
a
Dang it, Tommy.
few years ago. He's funny.
Dang it, oh, that's the person who probably originally I got it commissioned.
Yeah.
Stupid Tommy. Anyways, yeah, this is really great. And I think this later on became a key too. It was like the
Number one.
Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, I just love that cover. I love Black Cat. I actually got multiple issues of 194, ASL 194.
Nice.
You guys know when we're getting halfway, so you can.
Oh, you guys were supposed to let us know. I assume, but based on time, I was hoping it was pretty soon because we're going to run long today, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. I don't have a problem.
Okay.
I can, like Captain America, I can do this all day.
There you go. There you go.
But
We're gonna make that into a real Broadway play, I guess now.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I apologize.
You guys think we're
what
gonna
happened.
do it? Should we just go ahead and do the giveaway now? Is that
Yeah,
what you
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, giveaway.
So we'll go ahead.
Giveaway
Pause.
time.
Let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you throw up hashtag get your gains, and we'll go ahead and get to our first giveaway here. While that's going on, remind everybody that the 2023 campaign for Comics Curing Cancer is up and running at the acsevents.org. Go to C3. Don't worry about it. We'll have plenty of time to do stuff. You guys can donate when we get to the main thing, but it's there and money's going in. But also, most importantly, you only have a few days left through the end of the month here to save $15 off on Shortbox using the code OnlySlabs. Any purchase of a single book purchase of $100 or more, use that code at checkout, save $15 off your purchase through the end of the month. All right, guys, while we're letting people get their hashtags and everything, what's coming up for you guys in the next week here on the channel?
Oh, so we got a video coming out today at 2:00, and we got scammed recently on
2 o'clock
eBay.
Pacific time.
Yeah, so we got this will be our first video we've ever done getting scammed. So we had a very interesting scam. We'll get into too much so you guys can watch the video.
Right.
But it was kind of a crazy scam, and we actually didn't get the help we thought we were going to get from eBay. So it's interesting. It's interesting. It's not like your typical one, I guess. I was very surprised how that happened. And then let's see. Every Monday we do our drop list on comics. Is kind of how we roll. So we've been kind of like we keep track of books that have significantly dropped in price. So in case it's a good idea to pick them up, it's always fun. We're always having a good time compiling that list together, kind of figuring out what books. And we bought a lot of books off that list. I know some of our friends have bought some of the books off that list. So it's kind of fun to do that every week. And then Wednesday we go live. Every Wednesday we try to open a mystery box every Wednesday and get a chance to talk with you guys. A lot of you guys are on there live with us on Wednesday. So that's always a lot of fun. And I think we spent more money on Comic Link. So stay tuned for that. We got another big, Comic Link is a good place to buy stuff lately if you guys haven't been on there. So you can.
Dangerous as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, very dangerous. Yeah. Once he gets the computer up and he starts looking through it, and I'm like, okay, no more Comic Link this week. And then he's like, well, what about this book? I'm like, oh, okay. I guess.
Sometimes they don't label some of the rare variants of it, and we found some pretty fun books that should have went for 10 times the amount. But,
Awesome.
People were sleeping.
All right, guys, we have 39 out of 50 people who are watching who got their comment in. The chance for our pulls from the pull box. I'm going to give you guys just a few more moments here to go ahead and check that out. Chris, how about yourself? What's coming up in the next couple days here?
Well, I just dropped a brand new AOK video from PSN Green Hulkster. That gentleman blew my mind. I'm going to be officially today going to my LCS Retro Rocket Comics, and I'm going to be doing a tour video. So take a look for that next week. All of you that have been.
I started looking for the logo to pop up, and I don't have it on this channel.
Not on this channel. But my LCS, he's been Chris, the owner of Retro Rocket Comics, has been sending a lot of AOKs to members in the community as his YouTube journey expands. He likes to gift everyone that he enjoys. I'm going to be going there right after this and starting to film that. And
shout out to both him and his wife, channel members here, members of the Henchmen, supporting the Comics Curing Cancer cause.
And Tuesday, everyone keep an eye on my channel, and shout out to Gary B. It'll be Grow Together Tuesdays.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, we've given everybody time. I haven't seen the number moved up, so let's go ahead and pull this. Ladies and gentlemen, wheel
Wheel
of
of
Fish.
Fish.
You never watched UHF?
This is a lot easier than numbers.
Brian.
Brian LCS, phenomenal.
Brian!
How you doing there, sir? Brian, who has, you know how this box works because, well, you borrowed it. Comic Gains crew, you guys, as the guest, you get to pick for him what we're going to use. We'll pull at least 6 books, depending on what the books tell us. Give me a number between 1 and 10 from the front, 1 and 10 from the back, or we'll go some back to front action.
Okay. 6 numbers?
We're going to pull. Well, we're going to either. We're going to pull 6
3
books
from
total.
3 from the front,
So
3 from the back.
So either I don't want to count like 25 from the front. So tell me 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we'll go back to front and you just tell me when to stop and then we'll pull from there.
Oh, okay. What do you want to go first? Pick a number, Zach.
7.
7.
7 from the front or the back?
Back.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay.
Oh, from the front. Let's do 3.
3 from the front.
3 from the front.
Okay. All right. Next up.
5 from the back.
5 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
8 from the front.
8. We're going all front and backs today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And should we do some front and back action here? Finish it off?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. You just tell me when to stop.
Now.
Okay. Do we want the book in the front, the back, or both books on either side of my finger? Both books. All right. Good. That wraps us up here. All right. Let's see what we got.
Oh, this is exciting. It's like gambling, but free.
All right.
Gambling with other people's money.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian, first book up. Some David Nakayama.
Ooh.
Goodness.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Look at that.
I've never even seen a David Nakayama Boba Fett cover before.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
From War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. Starting off strong.
Good story.
Nice.
Good story, too. Nice.
Oh, for the 3rd week in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Bam, we pulled an X-Force 1 out.
Deadpool card?
Back. I don't know what book. I don't know what cards are in them.
Okay.
I recently.
That was a weird time when I got expensive with that Deadpool card.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought the world was going to end.
I just recently came
buy
into
yourself
like
a
a
card.
lot of these where I picked up a bunch of them for a really cheap price, and so I've been as I pull one out, I throw another one, and it just keeps getting pulled out of the box lately. But very cool. How about some Perillo magic? X23 number 1.
I like that cover a lot.
That's awesome.
X23.
Yeah. One of my favorite characters.
That's a banger. Oh, and of course, every single one of these guys, don't forget, come with 2 Pokemon cards courtesy of Shattered Glass Comic Reviews.
Oh,
My goodness gracious. Here we got killing it. C2E2 exclusive.
there you go.
For Venom number
That's
12
awesome.
there. This is a Philip
That's a good
Tan
cover.
variant.
Nice.
Spine Tick's in the house.
Spine Tick's going to love this one. Just because it pulls at my strings here. How about some Shadowhawk number
There you
1?
go.
Yo. Yeah.
Foil Age, baby. Valentino.
Who is
Let's go.
Shadowhawk? Oh, God. Oh, and this one's got a Japanese Pokemon card in there.
Nice.
And last but not least, how about Batman 455?
Oh, that's a nice cover.
Very nice.
You never go too far wrong with some older Batman back issues.
Yeah.
What a stack, Mr. LCS. Congratulations there. Those will be going on out to you,
And
along with the Comic Vet and Rob Fat Stack stickers and the OnlySlab stickers and the OnlySlab magnets, all those swag that you get.
There you go. There you go.
And,
Nice care package.
All right, am I next? Or am I? Or am I next? I'm next, right?
Wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll be doing another giveaway at the end of the show, guys. So
Stay
make sure you
tuned.
stick around for that. We do this every week. We like to give away a lot of free books.
All right, Chris should know this book, right, Chris? So you got
oh,
Spider-Man number 1.
yes, the Michael
Yeah.
Turner, baby.
Yeah, Michael Turner, street level hero. This was a cool story. This was like the Superior box. I think this is like actually their first. I think one of their first exclusives that they
It
did.
was, yep.
And then they ripped up all the covers except 300 or 320 or whatever it was, and then they shipped them out in the Superior box. Great, they were selling for like 250 raw, like right out the gate, you know.
Yeah.
And we got these. We ended up with like 5 at one point. I think we were buying up other ones and got them slab, but I'm always going to keep this one in my collection. It's just special to me. This is like when the Superior boxes were at their height, man. They were so good when these were in those.
Yeah, and even though it was just a quick sketch by Michael Turner, like God rest his soul, he's gone. But what an incredible piece to get that dug up like 6 or 7 or 8 years after he passed away. That was an incredible cover. And I can remember that box, and then the one right after is the one where they gave away all those ripped up covers.
Yeah,
I remember that was
we kept our we have that one too.
Yeah. That
it's
was
a cool
you're
book,
right.
man.
Quite
Cool.
that was right at the height of those Superior boxes. You're absolutely correct.
Want to make sure we call out hello to Legion of Comics.
Legion.
Next week's guest on OnlySlabs, Mark, Legion of Comics.
Very cool.
Never heard
Oh
of
yeah.
him.
Oh, Jeff Johnny.
Never heard of him, right?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, you have one too. Yeah. All right. Oh, you're showing me up, right? I show a Michael Turner book. And you gonna throw this in my face?
Oh, son of a
the
gun.
daddy of them all.
The Michael Turner German variant.
Yeah, this is my best ever.
I think there's only 400 or 500 of these ever.
Yeah, that's a rare book.
I love Michael Turner, so this is one of my favorite Michael Turner books. I had to get it. It was in a PGX before it was CGC, so I got it for a steal. Cracked it. Well, I didn't personally crack it. I had CGC do it, and it
sent it in for the crossover grade.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting it. And a lot of them, they get the green label because of on the back someone wrote, the
number.
What number it is, which is 380 at this one. So, but they didn't give me the green label. They gave me the universal. Yeah, love that cover.
That book has gone back up through the roof since the announcement of Supergirl and the new Flash movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that book is heated right back up. So yeah, that's if you're thinking about letting it go, now might be the time. But I know as a Michael Turner fan, you put that bad boy away and you enjoy it.
Yeah. Only thing I might do is get a re-slab for a newer slab, but it's also scary because every once in a while CGC tries something new and he ends up damaging the book. So I'm like,
yeah. I mentioned the crossover grade just to educate everybody here in case you didn't know. If you had a book that was a PGX or even a CBC, whatever you want, something that's not a CGC, PGX does have, or CGC does have crossover grading where you can, when you do through your selection, you select crossover, and it's a discounted grading to have. You send in the book, it has to be in that other brand slab. When you send it into them, they'll crack it out, they'll regrade it, reslab it, and you get it at a reduced price for switching it over to them. So if you are somebody who's looking for deals and you're picking up a PGX book and you want to have it reholdered and everything else, just do it that way. Instead of cracking out yourself, you save yourself a little bit of money.
In the hassle.
That's
cool. Cool. All right. Okay. Next up, man. That's crushing with the heat. Okay. We've got with this Web of Spider-Man #1 in the 9.8, the sweet painted cover. I just love this book a lot and was wanting this for a while. And I think you gave me this, right? Yeah, I got a lot of my good books from Zach. Zach gave me the
love it.
Web of Spider-Man #1. Underrated book for a long time, but I think it's finally getting it's just deserved lately. Yeah. I mean, it's a classic black suit.
The whole series needs to get a little bit of love.
Yeah,
but
there was a lot of big books
as
out
opposed
of
to just that one issue. But
118 is the most expensive book in the series. First Ben Reilly.
Books later.
Yeah.
Finally.
Depends on the day. Some of the Death of Craven books kind of spike here and there as well. Yeah.
There's the first Tombstone is in Web of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're asking. We'll let you go ahead and explain it. But Zach, they want to know what you're drinking today.
Oh yeah. What you got?
I'm not. Well, I'm already done with it. It's the Celsius Peach Vibe. Just give me a little bit of energy. It's supposed to help you lose weight too. Apparently, I doubt it, but it's delicious. I like it.
How much sugar is in this weight loss drink?
I think 0.
Yeah. Oh, that's what originally we started the show where Zach drank a beer every episode, but then we decided only to go down to drinking 1 day a week. So it kind of put you can't always drink when you're filming shows all the time.
I was kind of
No, Dan, they do not. They don't recognize anybody else's witness signatures. So
Yeah,
That's true.
it's hard. Sometimes we film at like 9 in the morning, and Zach would have to drink a beer. That was tough.
Yeah, yeah, I
For
can't
him,
drive
yeah.
anywhere. I mean, once you have one, once it hits your lips, you might as well keep on going. That's it. Yeah, so that
That's
usually
it.
just turns out to be an all day drinking day. And I wake up on the floor by the heating vent. I'm like, what the heck happened? Yeah. So this is a recent pickup. I've been wanting this book for a little bit. It was actually on my 2023 Grail pickups of the year that I'm looking for, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. I got Star Wars Clone Wars #1.
oh
Wow.
Yeah! Yeah!
Huge book.
Yeah.
Huge.
especially in
Huge.
that variant. Holy
Huge.
cow!
Yeah, we did some like a story of or what exactly the Dark Horse 100 variant was. We had one of our videos, and a lot of people don't know about what the.
I actually didn't know
Horse
about it until
100
we were getting them slabbed, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm actually considering cracking it because Ashley Eckstein, the voice actress of Ahsoka, is going to be at Emerald City Comic Con. So I'm playing around with the idea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I've cracked many a books in my time to get signatures, but there's a dollar threshold in value where I
Yeah.
don't play that game. And right now we're talking that book, guys, in a 9.6, this variant edition, this recent sale, February 19th, $2,875.
Oh yeah. That's
Actually, right after that, I bought this for 25.
So you're still doing good.
yeah.
Zach, before you put that down, for all the Star Wars fans that are watching, can you read us what's on the right side of that blue label, my man?
Oh, right side of the blue label. Wait, are you talking about the?
That's liner note, special notes.
The information about the characters.
Yeah.
Oh, so first appearance of Ahsoka Tano in comics, Dark Horse 100 promotional.
Yeah.
That way.
Incredible. Incredible.
And it's weird. It's a Dave Filoni cover.
Yeah, he's like the writer of the
Yeah.
the series, and he drew that.
He drew that cover. Like, dang. Good
Yeah.
job.
He's got his hands on everything Star Wars now.
Mm-hmm.
One of only 1,000. And she's coming, guys. The Ahsoka show is coming out this year. So I'm like,
Yep.
why would it be going down in price? I mean,
Well,
Just wait. Just wait.
All right. Speaking of, you're going to show that one. I'll show
well,
this
it's not going down in. Well, I mean, actually it did because everything's gone down because it was around 4,000 at one point for a 9.6, but
wow,
still
not bad at all. Then
Okay.
Manny, no princess isn't available right now.
Yeah.
Not available right now.
So we got, and we have a bunch of these because we got them actually from from Chris Warner at Emerald City. But this is the other Dark Horse 100. We got the Predator.
Goodness. Yes. Oh my.
Predator #1, Dark Horse 100, 9.8, signed by Chris Warner. Yeah, we met him and he kept like a bunch of books with him, and he had a whole stack of these. So we picked up, I think, like 6 or 7 of them.
Yes, we picked up a lot.
Yeah. Just fantastic book. Obviously super rare. It's limited to 1,000 as well. Same as the Ahsoka. Same series. I guess they sent out, I'm gonna say this wrong, 100 books to 10 shops randomly, I think, throughout the United States, and then
Retailers,
retailers. So just a cool book, great cover. And he's a nice guy. You can talk to Chris Warner for a while. He's got a good signature.
Yeah, there's a lot to say. Really,
that is crazy.
Killer book.
Okay, here's well, I was talking about Black Cat, and so this is her first appearance in a 7.0, but if they have, CGC hasn't recognized it yet, but like this is the rare error edition, the yellow, the little yellow thing right there. If you look at regular issue, it's not supposed to have that. They actually had to cut that off real quick and actually fix the printings. So this is probably of the first couple thousand books ever printed, and then they had to stop it because they realized that they like, okay, that actually doesn't have the red in it. So it's nothing kind of crazy about, but like it's super rare to find these. So
now you're gonna make me go pull mine out and look at it because
they're a lot more valuable. It's crazy.
A lot more valuable, harder to find, and eventually I think it's gonna catch on. People talk about it every once in a while, but not enough where you like everybody knows about
I never heard about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, they're actually a lot more valuable. So keep it if you have it. They go for a lot more.
I'll buy it from you for a regular price.
Probably not even right, exactly. Yeah, no, I was finally picked mine up recently, and I got it signed. And that book I hate is there's not a lot of good places to get it signed on that book. How is the
no, it is tough.
Really.
It is
especially
tough.
or actually there's one good space, but if you actually have to send it in your window bagging, it's really hard to get a window bag down at the bottom there where the
bottom right or bottom left.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. I mean, the reason why you do that is so you don't damage it. But if you put in the bottom left, literally the coverages can come up and get folded over. Possibly, it's
tough.
Okay. All right. This is kind of a fun one. So this one's pretty cool. So we got Batman Beyond.
Yes.
This is the free comic book day one.
Yeah.
And 9.0. And cool story. It's kind of weird because we actually you can see it's stamped too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of strange that it still got a blue label. We actually sent in a bunch of free comic book days that were stamped, and only the Batman Beyond's got the blue label. All the other ones came back with green label.
Wow.
Which was strange. I don't know.
That was the whole point of the blank space, was for a store to stamp there.
Yeah, I don't know, but they gave all the other ones green labels, and this one got a blue label, and it's kind of fun. We actually found this guy online that was like giving away a whole box of free comic book day stuff, and he always just contact me. He's like, all you gotta do is pay the shipping, and I'll send you the box.
$5.
And it was like it had a whole bunch of these in there, and a bunch of other good free comic day stuff. It's kind of
like
my goodness.
Yeah, I like
wow.
Yeah, Umbrella Academy was in there. All kinds of good free comic book day stuff. It's kind of fun.
That book, I mean, that book is a book that when you get into the 9.698s on that, the free promo copy is still $400 to $600. So
yeah. And Terry McGinnis, cool character,
right. Well, which of course he doesn't actually become Batman Beyond until issue 2.
That's true.
Which is very undervalued in reality. If you want the first appearance of Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond, it's issue 2 is a book you pick up for next to nothing practically. It's issue 1, issue 3, and issue 5 that are the 3 expensive books in there. The first appearance of Blight and first appearance of Ink.
It's a short series too. It's only like 12
issues. 6 issues in the first series.
Right. Yeah.
And then you go to the other volumes. It's not until the most recent volume that you went to a long run. Most of the other volumes were only like, at most, I think there was one that was like a 20 issue run, but most of the others were only like 12 issue runs, and they would reboot.
We need him on the big screen one day.
Yeah, one day.
And of course, one of those volumes doesn't even have Terry McGinnis in it. They have there's one volume where it's goodness gracious, Tim Drake is Batman Beyond, which is of course the Superman Batman Beyond, that Superman Batman issue 12 where we see
in the
25,
the regular continuity one, right?
Right. Yeah, that's there where you have Tim Drake there, but he does do Batman. He is Batman Beyond. I think it's in volume 4.
Very cool.
Anyways, I love Batman
Beyond. Thanks for sharing.
The Golden Age.
So we're talking about Golden Age books. We got here Action Comics 47 and a 6.5, which is actually the first cover appearance of Lex Luthor, apparently. First Lex Luthor cover.
Wow.
Holy crap.
It's a great cover, too. I've been tempted to get this re-slabbed again, because I actually noticed the older slabs, especially for the Golden Age, sometimes after a period of time you start getting like these weird like coloring, like right perfectly up and down, like there was another book covering up, and it's happening to one of my other books right now, and I think it slowly spreads throughout the entire book after a period of time. So, and I think it's
because what happens is the older inner wells didn't have.
Zach, can we see that one more time, man?
The older inner wells on these, they did not have a gas exchange, and so what happens is when they seal them in the humid air of Florida, there's moisture that gets trapped inside there, and then they'll actually start to discolor and mold even in the holder. So having them taken out and put in the newer slabs that have the gas exchange is better for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What year was that book? 51, 52?
What's that?
What year was that book? 51, 52?
It should be 40s.
Yeah.
Is it?
Sorry, 40. I meant to say 44. Right.
40 what?
1942.
That's what I meant to say. 41, 42.
Pretty
I often get stunned by Superman, but yeah, that's incredible, man.
That
I guess
is.
how big the title is. Action comp. It's like huge.
The trade dress is phenomenal.
Guarantee you guys mark the tape. That one's going to be on one of those shorts on the best of Only Slabs right there. You get
oh, there you go,
man.
Did it.
Okay. All right. And you gotta have, if you're a big Miles fan, you gotta have this book, and it's super rare. But I guess if you consider it a book,
man,
Marvel Previews '95. It's a preview book in a 9.6. This was kind of cool. We actually found this. Oh, there goes our dog. We actually found this at a raw, and we picked up for what, $300?
Yeah,
300 raw. And it looked really nice. There was a chance it could have gotten a 9.8, and at the time it was like, I think it was going for like 10 grand in a 9.8. It's gone down a lot since then, but like I said, they haven't really added very many more to the census, and it's like, it's kind of controversial too, because a lot of people say it's not a real comic. Right. It's not really, and there's no story inside, but the cover is really cool. So,
would you have ever thought that you would pay $300 for a free preview mag?
No,
not even close.
No, but
since you guys picked it up, did you have it cleaned and pressed, or did you just send it in and got?
No, we had it cleaned and pressed.
Okay,
yeah. It's close. It looks really nice. There's almost just like one blunted corner that you just can't change. I think that's the probably the biggest problem with it. Other than that, it's a cool book for sure.
6 is a great read.
My God, that's the trifecta.
I know everyone was saying they're gonna like pull out all their previews and send them in. The census is gonna go through the roof, and it never happened. Like there's still like hardly any. I think there's like the 9.8. There's like 10 on the 10 9.8s on the census, or something like that. Really low.
Yeah,
how many people probably really saved them? I mean,
I know. Yeah,
I don't take care of them. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would have just thrown them out after a month.
Yep.
That would have been a big.
You are pulling out the big gun.
He's like,
don't bring this expensive.
No, these ones are really light.
I don't know. Action 47, man, it's going to take a bit to top that bad boy.
This next one's good.
This one's pretty cool. This is Evil Ernie.
Yes.
In the 9.4, I had this in a 9.2 green label CGC. So I wanted to get the gold label because it's double signed by Stephen Hughes and Brian Polito. And what's really special about this, besides it being the first appearance of Evil Ernie and Lady Death, is that this is a rare double cover.
Yeah, it's a double cover too.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah. You like your errors, man. You like your errors. I got to give you that.
Look how cool the back cover.
Look how awesome that is, man. Such a great character. Love Evil Ernie.
Yeah, so I always loved Evil Ernie ever since I bought my first collection with my mom. It's kind of funny to say. I bought the first collection with my mom, and they had stacks of Evil Ernie stories, not the original, but like 5-10 years afterwards.
The revenge.
Yeah, the revenge and of that sort. And I just loved how brutal he was and the character development that they did, and Smiley the Evil Button, I think was what his name was. And I just fell in love with the character. I'm like, I gotta get his first appearance. And it just happens to have another first appearance I really like too, Lady Death. So I'm like, okay, 2 for 1.
Evil Ernie was my introduction to what true independent, ultra violent comic books could be. And he'll always have a special place in my heart. Love the character, man. That's great book. Great book.
He's like separated now from Lady Death Coffin Comics, and then he's still like Dynamite, right? Or is he even still?
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if he's even getting. I'm not sure if he's
anything. Yeah,
last bring that either.
I'm out of stuff over here. So what do you got left? So we got those 4.
Yeah,
yep.
We got we're down to the last 4.
We got 4 left.
Okay.
No worries, man. We're right on time. Well, we're a little bit over, but that's fine.
Well, we can do these.
We don't
two
have
first.
hard stops around here. So.
Okay, all right.
This is the
We're kicking this off. We've seen enough slabs. Okay, cool. We got these ones left. So this is cool. We got TMNT number 4, original first print, 9.4 with the sweet wraparound cover. This one's just cool. We found this collection. This guy had just bought in a storage locker and didn't want anything to do with the comics, so we found him on OfferUp.
Yeah,
and he's like $100 for all the comics, and it was crazy. It was like the stuff that was in there was nuts. And this was one of the books, and we thought it was going to be like real, like kind of lower grade, but we got cleaned and pressed, and
all unbagged and bold.
Yeah, and nothing was bagged. Came back at 9.4. So
that's so scary.
And it's like oversized, so it's like, how did this even fit in the box? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was like, should be destroyed, but it was not.
Also had a Raphael number 1, but we sold that already.
Yeah, it was signed by Eastman Lard. Yeah, inside the cover. Yeah, we sent it in, and our presser was like, "Don't get this slab by CGC because it's gonna come back green label."
Yeah.
And we got another turtle book just because this one's cool. We got Last Ronin number 1 in a 9.9. No, a lot of these came back in 9.9. I think there's like 200 something on the census, or maybe even more than that. But kind of a fun book. There's a cool story behind this. When this was like trending, the Ashcan was trending, I went online and bought like a bunch of the number 1s thinking it was the Ashcan, and I was like, oh, Zach, I made a mistake. I bought the wrong book. It's not going to be worth anything. They were like $2 or $3. So I bought like 5 of them or something. Yeah. And then it turns out now it's worth just as much as the Ashcan. And it came back at 9.9, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then
I remember my last run, and that was the first 9.9 from CGC I had gotten. I was all excited for a while, and then I got open the magazine slab and got rid of it.
Yeah. It's amazing how those square bound, they give the square bound so many more 9.9s than they do the regular ones. But
I think they're more sturdy.
Yeah,
you can actually flop around a little bit more than a regular book.
That and some of the lenticular covers and
that's metals and stuff.
Most convention foils. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So I think this was from your personal collection.
Yeah, there's a funny story behind this book. So
yeah, Batman Adventures number 12. And yeah, this was from M's. I'll let M talk about it.
Yeah, so actually I had this book when I was a kid. So I got this, bought this when I was younger. When did this come out? 93. So I would have been 10. I think in 93. I got it at Costco. And
Costco?
Yeah, Costco. Yeah.
Well, that deserves a Remy.
Yeah!
When I moved, moved out when I was 18, I packed up all the comics that I liked, my Spider-Man, my X-Men, my stuff, put them in boxes. And like I said, I kept them with me all throughout the years, but I left everything behind I didn't like. And I didn't like this book because I was like, why would I, look like a girl book to me? So I left it at home. And lo and behold, 2020, my mom and my brother were like, hey, we got all these comics you left at the house from, back in 93, whatever this was, 93. And we looked through them, and this was in there. Was in the pile of comics. So it was sitting there the whole time. Surprisingly enough, off white to white pages, but survived a little bit. I didn't even have it in a bag of board.
That's almost as good as my ASM 300 story, huh, Chris? Yeah.
That just continuously moved around and not realizing
junk drawer somewhere.
Yeah.
What the heck is this book? Oh, there's.
This is our last one.
That's great. Yeah, this is our.
Yeah. Last one.
This is funny.
For anybody who doesn't know, I'm sorry. In case you guys are just humming along with us and you weren't paying attention, you don't know, because not everybody knows every key. That Batman Adventures, that was Batman Adventures 12. That's the first appearance in comic books of Harley Quinn. In case anybody didn't know, you're up to speed.
The DC modern Grail, kind of. Yeah. If DC has a modern Grail, it's probably that book.
Pudding.
Yeah.
It's the J.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the J. So this is kind of a funny one because this is a page. This is like a graded page.
Oh no.
And we actually won this. And
yeah, Box Heroes, the Box Heroes Super Box. Yeah. If you hadn't seen this one before, but
it's like, what the heck? Why are you showing up? Well, what is this? Guys, what does that say?
Amazing Fantasy
Oh.
15. Wow.
It does,
That's awesome.
Signed by Stan Lee. So
yeah, first appearance of Spider-Man, but the panels doesn't have a Spider-Man character at all. It's kind of funny. It's like a detective story right here.
Oh, so one of the back filler stories from AF15. Yeah. So everyone needs to remember AF15, the first Spider-Man story is only, I believe, 5 pages long.
Yeah.
There's not much there's multiple stories in that book. But my goodness, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And it's signed by Stan Lee. So
that's awesome. Where did he sign it?
With the Stan Lee
like right there. It's so hard to see.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was pretty close to no, this is 2018. Yeah, yeah, this is not bad. Towards the end of his life, his signature started to get really different
and tightened up.
Yeah, it started to become big blobs.
Yeah.
But
he has a cool signature though. I like it.
Yeah, he has a really cool signature. Very, very iconic, very recognizable. That's really
agreed.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well,
now we just need to get the other 15 pages.
Yeah.
And then we got a full
page. Yeah. Then you create a whole book of it.
Together,
Just no photocopy cover, boys. That's all.
Yeah. We'll get you at least a facsimile cover, bare minimum.
Exactly.
There we go. So yeah, that's
awesome.
It. That's our slabs only.
Freaking hey, thank you guys. Appreciate that coming out and sharing those slabs. That was awesome. I think it's the first time we've had a single page, Chris.
There you go. There you go.
I think so. I mean, so.
Not an art page. So we had some art pages,
right?
But not. I don't think we've had a single page.
I don't think so. We've only had 2 or 3 AF15s, but that's the first time we've had a page, and the fact it was an AF15.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, that is tremendous. Awesome. All right, guys, it's time to do another giveaway as we're wrapping up here. So let's go ahead and hit that hashtag OnlySlabs. We'll go ahead and do another giveaway here. We'll remind everybody that oh yeah. So again, thanks guys all coming out. Check out fatstacksmerch.com. Get your stuff donation. Proceeds go to Comics Curing Cancer. Thanks to everyone who's hit the like button, spreads the word, gets this channel around there. All the channel revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer. And of course, RogueTraderUtah.com. Use the code FATSTACKS, check out, and $10 goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Chris and I will be making a joint appearance, ladies and gentlemen, at Heroes Con, June 16th through the 18th. If you're going to be there, find us, walk around. I know that I'll be wearing my jersey. Chris will probably be wearing his at least some of the time. And find us. We'll have some stuff to hand out. So
nice.
Chris didn't know that yet, but he will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So apparently I'm going to be at Heroes Con. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So coming up for myself, we'll give everybody just a couple more seconds here. Coming up for myself this week, Monday, of course, we'll have a mail call as usual, and Thursday, I'll be opening up my first Fisk Comics mystery box. I'm actually pretty impressed with them so far. And then, of course, Saturday next week, as I mentioned, OnlySlabs, our guest will be Mark from Legion of Comics. And anybody out there is interested in becoming a future guest, we are currently booking the end of May, and then after that, we'll be out there. But if people are interested, even if you don't have a date yet, you're interested in, let me know. Rob at Rob's Fat Stacks on Instagram, or robsfats.fatstacks@gmail.com, and I will put you on the interest list, and we'll be able to reach out and coordinate future dates. Love to have people on and get your chance to share your collection of slab books and hear your stories. All right, let's go ahead and get this next one going, get people on with their day. Mark says he's a fill-in. It feels great. It's true. I will take people who want to be a fill-in.
Stephen C.
Congratulations.
Nice.
So fun story there for folks that don't have an easy schedule, can commit to this, but you're intermittent or something like Mark. You just let me know that, hey, you want to be on the fill-in list, and I'll put you on the fill-in list, because occasionally, because we are booking far out, sometimes people intend to be able to show up, and then something comes up when I follow up with them a couple weeks ahead of time, and to check in. Oh, you know what? Something's come up. I can't make that week, and then we go to get that fill in action, and no big deal. So appreciate that. All right, so let me grab the box.
Yeah, watch your back, Rob. Here we go.
All right, Chris.
All right,
it's your turn to shine, buddy. What are we going to get Stephen C today?
Let's get Stephen C something good. Let's go 7 from the front.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, hold
on. 3 from the back.
Okay.
All right, let's go front to back now. And those 2 books, Rob. And we'll go one more. I see you, Tom King. Now. And those 2 books.
All right. Stay.
They're trying to get away.
They were. My phone is there, and so there's a slight incline, and they want to. All right. Ooh. All right. So here's an older book for Stephen C. You're gonna. I hope you'll like this one like this. This is Action Comics. This is issue number 356. This is Neil Adams' first superhero comic book art.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Previous to this, he had been in comics, but he had been doing like romance and such. This is the first book in which he works on superheroes. So
cool.
Weird little piece of trivia there on that one. Some David Nakayama love coming out of here. Some X-Men number 3.
Oh,
like that. Nice cover.
Woo woo. And Nakayama's been hitting out of the park over the last year.
About incentive variant, Edge of Spider-Verse, the Hunter Spider.
New Hunter Spider, yeah.
Probably one of the comic vets' probably favorite Spider variants, I would assume.
I do love me some Kraven the Hunter in whatever form.
Some more. Man, David Nakayama's coming strong in this box today. How about some She-Hulk?
Nice.
Awesome. Those are nice shoes.
Got strong legs.
How about an Elseworlds book? This is a thicker one. Batman Man Bat.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, very good. Man Bat.
And last, Strange Tales featuring Warlock 181.
Oh,
very nice.
Classic
book.
That's first full appearance.
First cover at Gamora, right?
No, first full appearance of Gamora, I think. Or Pip. I can't
remember. Who you at. Is it?
Well, they don't necessarily state it, but yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I'll go with that. I have no idea. Sometimes the books come in, I don't know. I just know doesn't fit my PC. It goes into the box.
There you go.
That's why sometimes I pull stuff out and Chris goes, "What the hell is that doing in the box?" And
I think that's a pretty good book.
Yeah, I mean, some things go in there because I already have a copy, that's signed by Neil Adams, and
fair enough.
Yeah, good.
Makes
pull,
sense to
good
me.
pull.
Louis.
Fair enough.
All right. So congratulations, Pip the Troll, says Mad Spidey.
Oh, first Pip the Troll. Okay.
There you go.
Ah, yeah.
There you go. Congratulations there. All right, cool. So that'll go out. Stephen C., I believe I have all your information, so we'll be able to get that out to you. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thanks for coming on out and joining us today. I hope to the Comic Gains crew, thank you guys for you guys.
Yeah, a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Great books, boys.
Yeah,
Great books.
I hope that you enjoyed yourself, or at least can live on with yourself after having been on this.
No, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
they were all cool.
We love showing slabs. He tries to show me slabs all the time here. I'm like, dude, leave me alone.
If you're gonna spend money on it, I mean, what good is it if you're not gonna
exactly? You got to pull them out every once in a while, or hang them on the wall,
Exactly,
and
you can only put so many on the wall at once.
That's true.
Right? So, or on your mantle.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, or in Chris's case, not at all. Just he keeps them in. Actually, Chris keeps them in holsters at different spots on his desk here, because somebody will say something, and all of a sudden he'll go, "Oh, this one." You just random.
Pops it up. He likes to be humble. He likes to be humble.
Yeah,
what do you want to see?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually the big. That's in his quick draw holster, the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, you're always welcome to come back on again on the show. Thank you all very much for coming out. All the guests out there. Again, guys, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, notify, all that stuff. Everything goes to Comics Curing Cancer. And because of you, the guests, we're on our path already. Like I said, that first donation went into Comics Curing Cancer for the first month, $156 in the first month, thanks to you guys, the channel members and everybody else. So thank you very much. Until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including myself, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.